Kenny, Ian, good to see you both. Now, this year's 50 years of the PFA Awards. You guys won in consecutive years. Everyone I speak to who's won the award asks the same first question. Where did winning the PFA Award rank in everything you achieved in your careers?
The most important thing for yourself is, for me anyway, was for team success rather than individual. In saying that, I'm not trying to undermine how happy you were when you get recognised as winning it, but as I say, that it was a proud moment, but not as proud as it was when we won the league.
Ian, you won Young Player of the Year, Kenny won Players Player. Did you want to go and do the main one the year after? Was it a motivation at all going into that season?
No, I thought it was, first of all, to be recognised by your fellow professionals is a feat in itself, because you have football writers who have their own views, but it's also nice to be recognised by your fellow professionals. But as you say, I won the Young Player of the Year when Kenny won the Player of the Year, and to go on the year after and get Player of the Year is something you always look up to. You always want to be there. I'm pretty certain Bob Paisley won manager of the Year, so it was a big success for Liverpool Football Club. And as Kenny said, really it's how the team comes first. So to be recognised in Young Player of the Year, Manager of the Year was something special, I think, for Liverpool Football Club. And
those years were special years for Liverpool. What was the feeling like in that team? Because you had so much success, both as a partnership, but also the club during the early 80s was on top of the world.
Well, they had success before we arrived. We just followed on, and everything was set in place when we went there. The rules, how they worked, how they operated, what they did in training, how you were expected to prepare. But I think the most important thing about the success that we had was obviously the quality of the people working at the club, and that wasn't just the manager or the players. That was everybody. I mean, everybody that had a job at the club. Upstairs with Peter Robinson, he was unbelievable administrative work that he did. So it was everybody chipped in, and to get an individual award was a recognition for the work that the people at Liverpool had done.
Yeah, I would say I think Bill Shankly, he built the framework to be, and the hardest thing for when you're playing is maintaining them standards. They were so high, it's maintaining the standards, and it was very difficult. But every year you had bigger standards to set. So especially in the early 80s, we were very successful, and that's why Liverpool Football Club is built on that foundation. You've got to maintain the standards, and we were lucky enough to have a squad capable of doing that.
How did you find it coming into that dressing room, that change room, when it's full of people who had achieved so much and people you probably looked up to, but then helped to win trophies and
he was a nightmare. He used to take the mickey all the time. I got absolutely hammered from the first year. So, but that was Liverpool Football Club for you. Yeah. We have a sink or swim, and everyone was exactly the same. I went in there. When I signed for Liverpool, I'd only see these guys on TV. Yeah. So I keep my mouth shut, get on with it, and all that, and all the laughing and joking. And it was just like it was a tough dressing room, to tell you the truth. It was but it was all meant for everyone to stick together.
Any moments stand out as particularly difficult from Kenny with yourself?
I used to come in and he used to say, "I see you got changed in the dark, did you, last night?" and all that. And I was saying, yes. It was one of them, but it was all them. And for me, the only good thing about it from me is most probably is when we signed Steve Nicol. He got me out of it.
But it was only. It seems harsh.
Yeah.
Right? It seemed harsh, and if you're on the receiving end, maybe you would take it the wrong way. But it's a welcoming thing.
Yeah. Right of passage.
It wasn't an initiation or anything like that. It was just banter. The dressing room was fantastically close together. It was a tight dressing room, and everybody got on with each other. Everybody did their best for each other. There was nobody thought they were any better than anybody else, and if they did, they quickly get bombed out. It was more to make them feel part and parcel of it.
It's team spirit, really, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yeah.
You two obviously had such a strong partnership, Kenny. How quickly did you notice in Ian that you were going to have someone who you could really work with and would help the club to move forward and win trophies and games?
No, he came in early doors. I think his first 6 games, I don't think he scored, did he?
No, I didn't know.
He did everything but score. So you knew right away that we had somebody there that was going to be special. And I think it's just the fact you come in, you're welcome, you're relaxed, you're going to play well, you've been well received, and it gets you into the swing of things. A lot of people would walk in there and go, oh, what have I done here? Look at all these people here, look what they've won. But nobody ever said or boasted about what they'd won, did they?
No.
The most important thing was the next one.
And the season you won the award, 82-83, is there any standout moments from that year? You obviously won the league title.
No, I think I get 21 goals or something.
Yeah, it's a good tally.
But he most probably had about 98 assists though.
Yes, yeah. And any standout moments from the year you won?
I think when I won it, I think I scored 47 goals. Yeah, you know, so I think
not a bad year.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think, and I think we also done the most important thing. We done the treble. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And but he had so many assists. I think when Kenny, even in training, you know how good he was, and you know, he used to say to me, when I get the ball, you run into that space. And I was just like looking at no chance and all that. Then next thing, the ball's in that space, so you don't have to tell me again. So I was just one of them to say is, and I think as a striker, the first yard or two is inside your head. You know, if you're on your front foot instead of your back foot, and also I was pretty quick in them days. You know, so I managed to get in them positions. Kenny would put the ball into the space, and I would just run into the positions. And a lot of times they end up one-on-one.
And when you look back at that successful period, is there an achievement, an accomplishment, a trophy that you two are most proud of winning together?
For me, one of the greatest moments for Liverpool Football Club in the history of it, and as Rushy alluded to earlier about saying, like Shank set it in place for everybody else, and Al Bob was in there as well, and Joe Fagan. But when Al Bob was manager in his last season, we won the League Cup. And the League Cup maybe third maybe in the list of trophies, domestic trophies. And Graham Souness was the captain, and Graham said, Bob, at Wembley, you go and pick up the trophy. For me, that was the most immortal one.
Special moment.
Yeah, for a special man.
Yeah.
I mean, he only won 6 league championships in 9 years, and throw in a couple of European Cups. And people ask me who the most successful manager is. Tell me somebody that beats that.
Anything different for you, Ian?
Yeah, for me, most probably, I would say the FA Cup final 1986, because it was the year, I think, that time they'd done a double, the first time they'd done a double. And for me as a kid, you know, my dream was to score the winning goal in the FA Cup final. And playing for Liverpool, I'd won the European Cup, I'd won the League Cup, I'd won the league, everything but the FA Cup final. And to stop Everton winning the league the week before, you know, Kenny scored the winning goal against Chelsea, and to go to Wembley, play Everton again, and to win 3-1 and score two goals, is like my dream came true in that day. We won the FA Cup and we'd done the double. A
big few years of a derby in Liverpool those years. So Everton arguably the best they've been.
But also the emotion for the Hillsborough game.
Yeah.
When 89, when we won the cup. We lost the league to Arsenal. They won it because they finished above us. But to win the trophy that year, the FA Cup for the families, I think that was that was huge for everything, for the families, for everybody, even for football. I think Everton were unlucky. Unlucky that we were getting we had the whole weight of the football world on our side, and it was for them and everybody else. It was fantastic.
Some special moment. Well, Kenny, Ian, appreciate it again. Congratulations on winning PFA Player of the Year.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.